Hello and welcome. Now in this video, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna take another searching skills example. Okay, so what I'm gonna talk about is actually how to close your application programmatically. Okay, that means we are gonna, for example, add a button, and so once the user click on this button, we are gonna close the application. Okay, so this is something maybe you do not need to do it, or you do not want to do it, because there is no real idea behind the closing your application, but we are going to learn about it. So let's open our Google Chrome here. I'm going to type how to close Android app programmatically. There we have it. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of results that come in front of our face, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose the Stack Overflow. Here we have it. Okay, because it has real world examples. So let's go directly to the answers. Okay, and we have it right here. We have some other answers, and it's something like we have to use finish. Okay, something called on or finish. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna go back to the first answer here. Since API 16, you can use the finish finity method, which seems to be pretty close to the closing of or related activities, but the same system. Okay, now what we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close our application. Okay, and to do this, if you remember, ladies and gentlemen, here we have an activity. Okay, and on a single screen, it's been opened inside our application. Okay, so what we are gonna do here, we need to close the application. Okay, that means we need to close the activity. And here what we need to type, this. That means the main activity. Okay, dot finish. Okay, and here we are gonna, once we open the application, okay, we are gonna close it. Okay, because we are setting this dot finish. That means we are going to finish the activity, and we do not have just one activity. That means we are going to finish the whole application. Okay, once the application is loaded. Okay, so when the user run our application on a real Android device, the onCreate will get executed. Okay, and we have finished the onCreate directly. That's why our application will get finished directly once we run it. Okay, so this is how you finish your application. Of course, you can add it, for example, a button or something like this. Okay, now let's go ahead and take more examples. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna search, for example, let's say load an image. Okay, load an image from, let's say, URL in Android. Let's see how we can do this. So as you can see, I will show you as much as I can from the examples, and you have the Stack Overflow community here. I'm just gonna open it, and let's see what the results that we are gonna get. Okay, so I mean how to load an image from URL. That means the image exists online. It does not inside your application. Okay, it's somewhere online on the internet. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, how we can do this. For example, for the first thing that we need to do, we need to create a variable, okay, for the image of type URL. Then if we copy this whole line here, okay, but I'm gonna copy it, going back to our Android Studio here, I'm just gonna paste it to show you the Kotlin way of doing things. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, how it's look like. Okay, so first of all, we need to create a variable, give it any name, and it should equal to the URL class. I'm just gonna import it. Okay, there we have it. Then here we need to specify the URL for your image. For, let's say, for example, let's copy this URL. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy it, and searching online for this URL, let's see the image that it's been loaded here. Okay, so you can go ahead and open. So as you can see, this image, okay, image not available. However, this image is being, let's say, removed, something like this. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we need to prepare the URL for the image. Then here what he converted this URL to a bitmap. Okay, then he has an image view here. He set the image bitmap to he set an image bitmap on that image view, and he specified this bitmap. Now this bitmap will hold this URL. Okay, we can convert any URL to bitmap using this line. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, and there are another solution if you can read on them here. Okay, for example, using the Picasso library, one of the most popular libraries for loading images from the internet is using the Picasso library, and you can read about it, and it's very easy to use. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, how you can get stuff that we haven't learned about from the internet. Okay, and of course there are a lot of stuff that we can do, okay, to get something like this. For example, let's type record, let's say video on Android. Let's see what the thing that we can get. So as you can see, there are a lot of websites. Okay, what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to open the Android developer. Okay, let's hopefully we can get something from it. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have the record videos from the androiddeveloper.com, and here it has some steps. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, we need to add this to our manifest file. Okay, which is using the features, and here we are accessing the hardware features, then we are accessing the camera. Okay, so you need to copy this. Okay, and going back to your manifest file here and just paste it. There we have it. You can paste it here, and what we can do also, going back here to read the whole steps here, we need to add this function. Okay, or just copy the code here inside your function, inside this function. Going back here, let's paste it inside our Kotlin file instead of this URL. Okay, and here we are starting an intent of type media store dot action video capture. Here we are using the camera that been installed on the Android device to record a video. Here we have this. We need to specify any number. Let's say specified 31. Okay, and we need to do another thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are missing one extra here, or maybe more than. Okay, I do not know how many codes that we need to add. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and if we go back here, I'm gonna add 2. Yeah, we are misspelling 2. Going back to the Android official website, here we have this last step that we need to do, override the on activity result. I'm gonna copy it. Going back here, outside of the on create, I'm just gonna paste it. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have something that we need to import, which is the URI, and here we need to replace it with the same number that we have specified here, in this case 31. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna explain everything in details here. Here we are starting an intent. Okay, we are calling the media store dot action video capture. Now the media store can be used, for example, for a lot of stuff. One of them, for example, to open the gallery, or let's say the camera, for taking a picture using the camera, and also capturing a video, okay, from also the same camera. And here we are creating an intent. Okay, here we are resolving the intent, calling the package manager. Here we are starting the activity for result. Now this code here will start the application camera, and it will go directly to the video option, not the camera, the photo option, but the video option, and you can start recording it. And once you start recording it, okay, and finish, then this method will get executed. Okay, if everything, here we are checking for everything it was okay. Here we are creating a variable to hold the video that you are created or you are captured using the URI. It's equal to the intent, which is this variable here, the data. That means it will get the whole things that been stored or captured and save it in this variable. Here we are fetching here we are supposing to have a video view. Okay, let's say for example we have a video view inside our XML. For example, I'm gonna find the video view here, drag it and drop it very quickly here, assign an ID. We have this video view by default. Here I'm just gonna I'm just gonna create a variable, call it video. It's equal to the find view by ID method. Okay, we are gonna cast it as a video view here. Oops, type video view, we are gonna pass the id.id.video view. Okay, there we have it. And here what we need to do, we need to type video, which is the video view, .z video URL to this URL. Now as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, once you run this Android application, you can record the video from the camera, but just to make sure that you have this permission here. Okay, the uses features for the camera. Okay, and everything will work just fine. So ladies and gentlemen, we have take three stuff in this video, which is finishing your application, loading an image from the URL, and also capture a video using the intent. Now ladies and gentlemen, of course you can do a lot of stuff with this. Okay, with the searching skills, of course we are gonna go further and further and try my best to take as much as we can from the examples, and hopefully you are gonna be an expert with this. So thank you guys so much for watching. We are gonna continue on in the next video.